Previously on Impact Wrestling, the Aces and Eights have full access and selected their next target.
I think we found out who our victim will be.
Who would be the first to challenge Jeff Hardy? Hulk Hogan had 4 choices.
Fire that everybody else has in here, you don't have it.
Anderson took his frustration out on Austin Aries.
I'm a bigger asshole than you, Ken.
Oh, you're a bigger asshole than me, huh?
He took a shot to the face. He's absolutely out cold.
The bully's mind was on his brother.
Go take care of your brother.
You don't have to say anymore.
Why don't me and you fight right now? No. Open fight night. I'm challenging you.
It came down to 2 challengers for the title.
Cyborg, go for it, brother. You get the title shot.
And the match was on.
Hardy stacks him up, and Hardy keeps the title in his first defense.
Hardy's celebration didn't last.
So at Turning Point, Jeff Hardy, you and me for this World Heavyweight Championship.
An Aces and Eights victim was finally revealed.
Kurt Angle, he was the victim that was targeted earlier by Aces and Eights.
It's open fight night. Who will get called out? Impact Wrestling starts right now.
Welcome to Impact Wrestling Live. Tonight, it's the unpredictability, the intensity that is open fight night. And can you believe who's going to kick things off in the ring?
Joseph Park in the ring. Looks like he's not in the mood to wait around tonight. Are you kidding me? Kicking off open fight night?
Can I talk? Can I go? Okay. Bear with me, everybody. It's been a while. This may seem a little unorthodox or against the grain. Heck, I might even be in contempt by just being out here, but I've been around this place long enough to know what this open fight night thing's all about. And that's why I'm here first tonight. You see, since day one, I've always said, I am not a wrestler. I am an attorney, and a damn fine one at that. But after the egregious acts and civil rights violations that were perpetrated upon me that you all saw by those Aces and Eights characters, I thought to myself, it doesn't matter if I'm a wrestler. It doesn't matter if I'm an attorney. What matters is that I'm a man. That's right. I'm a man that's going to stick up for myself when my rights are violated, just like all of you and all of you. Now, I have asked Hulk Hogan for a match with the Aces and Eights, and due to legalities and the fact that I am not a current member of the Impact roster, he has yet to give me an answer. But through my investigations and my partners at Park, we have discovered a loophole, and that loophole is open fight night. So with all that being said, here we go. With all that being said, I now challenge any member from Aces and Eights to a fight right here, right now. Come on.
Wow, how about that? Joseph Park issuing the challenge. And here come this band of thugs, the Aces and Eights.
Yeah, he said any member. I don't know if he said 4 members of Aces and Eights. You know, this is a long way from the courtroom. He needs to be careful what he wishes for. It's open fight night.
I just said one.
There you heard Joseph Park saying, I just said one, but
Just one.
where there's one, there's many. These guys always running in a pack.
It's a numbers game with the Aces and Eights, no question.
Joseph Park might be sorry what he asked for here. He is surrounded. This isn't good, JB.
Who's gonna said walk compliance.
Oh, hold on here. The Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle, charging to the ring. You'll remember he was targeted by the Aces and Eights and attacked last week on Impact Wrestling Live.
And after what happened last week, this is what pissed off Olympic gold medalist, no question, but he's outnumbered. It's just a...
Or is he?
Sting.
The icon Sting. Talk about stepping up to the plate in open fight night.
Sting.
Tonight is open fight night, and I got a great idea. Let's make it a little bit interesting. Last week, Devon, you said that if you're Aces and Eights, you got to make sure you protect that mask and don't let it get ripped off. I'm here to tell you tonight that somebody from Aces and Eights is going to get their mask ripped off their face.
Well, how about that? What a way to kick things off.
Somebody is going to get their mask ripped off from Aces and Eights. We saw what happened at Bound for Glory. Will that happen tonight?
All right, hello everyone. Todd Kennelly along with Jeremy Borash here with you. Unpredictability, did I say it? It's open fight night. One time each month, anybody can be called out. And if you are, you got to step up to the plate and fight.
It's like live, televised, spontaneous combustion. You never know what's going to happen. You've got a roster of wrestlers standing by, waiting to be called out. And if it happens, you got to answer the challenge.
And how about this? We heard last week that ODB has a very unusual challenge in mind tonight. And also, since Bound for Glory, Bully Ray has been chomping at the bit to get his hands on his brother Devon from the Aces and Eights. He gets his shot to call him out tonight. And also, Open Fight Night brings the return of TNA Gut Check.
Certainly does, and what a competitor, what a story for our competitor tonight. It's Christian York, first competed for TNA on the very first night of this company. His first and only appearance. Now a decade later, he jumps back to try and earn a spot on the roster. Good luck.
Is tonight his night? It is time to fight on.
Hey, Magnus, you headed out there to unmask one of the Aces and Eights?
I'm heading out there, but I'm not concerned with the Aces and Eights. What I'm concerned with is unmasking, exposing a phony who really deserves it.
Who's that going to be?
Well, I'm not going to tell you, am I? I'm going to let you find out at the same time as the rest of the world. That's why we're live. Get out of the way.
I know I have an ear infection. I know I have an ear infection just like Charlie Sheen. And it's because of ODB, because she's everywhere. I'm a man. I shouldn't have to face her. This is ridiculous.
Baby, we are Hollywood's most powerful couple. Look at it, it says on your shirt, Hollywood loves us. They wouldn't put it on their shirt if it wasn't true. And you know what? I've been in the ring with ODB, so don't worry. I have your back.
All right. I need you to sterilize me.
Okay. Well, we haven't talked about kids or anything. I was just thinking about adoption.
I'm ready.
Magnus making his way to the ring here on Open Fight Night. And make sure you follow TNA President Dixie Carter on Facebook.com/TNA Dixie. Also on Twitter.
You don't need to follow Dixie Carter to know that Magnus has been pretty upset, been in a terrible mood since Bound for Glory, and he has said he's going to unmask a fraud tonight of his own.
Very interesting to see what he means by that. Let's find out.
I am calling out Samoa Joe for the World Television Championship, and here's why.
Joe. Joe, we have a long and storied history. Everybody's well aware of that. That's not why I'm calling you out tonight. I'm calling you out because I have an issue with you being the world television champion. You see, my friend, you're just not the image we're looking for here at Impact Wrestling for our television champion of the world. You're like the Howard Stern of wrestling. You know, people like you, but you have a radio face. I do not. I have many strings to my bow.
And his opponent, from the Isle of Samoa, the Samoan submission machine and your television champion, Samoa Joe!
Seems as if the TV champion had heard enough. On Open Fight Night, if you get called out, you've got to answer. You got to step up to the plate. Here's a man who's all too happy to oblige.
And we should mention as well that Open Fight Night, not about championships, it's about fights. And quite frankly, Magnus has called out a monster in Samoa Joe, and look at this.
These two going right at it. Joe, look at that, just ripping the shirt off of Magnus and opens up with the strikes. You know, Magnus touched on these two, a long history together. And now a fiery rivalry as Joe goes upstairs with a head kick and Magnus just crumbles to the canvas.
You know, Joe is so convinced he's an animal right now. And Magnus, on the other hand, is convinced he's better than Joe. He's convinced he can beat Joe. He's convinced he's better looking. You heard the man talk about it. And well, quite frankly, I think Joe's going to take a lot of exception to that, and he's about to feel it.
Full head of steam here by Joe. But Magnus puts the boot up. Look at that. Joe catches him. Inverted atomic drop, and look at the big man go. Look out here, Senton, and Joe, once he starts rolling, so hard to defend.
We're coming to you tomorrow night. Here's a cover. Hidalgo, Texas, State Farm Arena. Get ready. TNA Impact Wrestling Live will be there, and then get ready, Laredo, this Saturday night at the Laredo Energy Center. Impact Wrestling Live and in person.
Doesn't get any more live than this as Magnus goes upstairs now with the flying knee. How about this? You never know what's going to happen here on Impact Live. Open Fight Night. We've got ourselves a Bound for Glory rematch as Magnus goes for the cover.
You know, let's not forget, too, it was about a year ago that this partnership started, and it was a tag team that had to be going all the way to the top. Tag team champions, and it was really the pinnacle of Magnus's career, and it's just come crumbling down since.
All right, folks, and Impact Wrestling and Spike TV are working together with the Red Cross to help the victims of Hurricane Sandy, and the information to donate and help the victims is on the screen.
Great cause, no doubt about it. Very easy to do by texting as well. Now, seriously, with a situation as Open Fight Night as it is here tonight, Magnus